Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Robinson looking to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll go to the toss. Fighting off the defender. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Carnes. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Robinson will throw. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense, you will attack everywhere.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to pass. Fires left. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab down the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
First and goal from the 5 as they try to put out the first points of this game. Working that left side now. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds his man. It's Parks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Robinson looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Gonna run it. It's Diggs. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parks. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to bully their way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Robinson will throw. Got the quick pass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's good. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll go to the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Tackled after picking up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll ride the hot hand. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Avery. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Fakes his man out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Nice job there by the keeper in the zone because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it outfield and gets some positive yards.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Robinson looking to pass. He makes the connection. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll throw it on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Robinson will throw. Safe completion on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's good. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They go to the ground. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Grab behind the line. It's McNeil. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The give to the back. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Using his legs, it's Diggs. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Robinson will throw. Looking left. He makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. They get to him as he throws. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Takes the easy one to the back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Man, what a call by the defense. The zone blitz, kind of mix it in, do a good job making it look maybe like man, bringing the linebacker, so much speed, so quick, right in the quarterback's face. He had no chance.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going. That helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Oh, he makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Robinson will throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Fires to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoffs. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Robinson looking to pass. He's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
He's standing at the 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Robinson will throw. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's good. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Robinson looking to pass. Makes the catch. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
It's a draw. He is going nowhere. stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Never a doubt. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You know, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Robinson will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand, if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Robinson looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Snags it over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This quarterback has been really good today. They've been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Robinson will throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
And here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's good. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. Give to the running back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. It's a draw. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Here comes the offense on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Robinson looking to pass. He's right on target. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now first and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got it. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Robinson will throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those critical points, now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They're bringing heat. The short hands. It's Diggs. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Handoff to the single back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Robinson looking to pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Now they'll run the draw. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's good. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. Robinson will throw. Using the quick game. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. The running back has it. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Oh, ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to pass it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Robinson looking to pass. He caught it. He's in for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Going up top on first down. Unloads it left. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Second down coming up. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That receiver found the open space in his zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered him pretty well. It was just a good play call. Really nice execution.
Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. He'll just keep slinging it. That's reeled in its parts.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
Yeah, and it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. First down for this offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.